people, my heart was out of my chest, and I quickly cut my heart back, put it back in, and went ducked in the car. Because I don't know what was about to happen to me. Am I going to see tomorrow? Am I going to see my wife? Am I going to see my family? Father, please take me back to Ghana, I pray. Hello guys, welcome again to my channel. I'm so excited to be here again. How are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome once again to my channel. I want to just ask you to keep subscribing and keep sharing it so that people can see the things we are talking about and have a good discussion going around. Today I want to talk about a different thing from my previous video. I want to talk about Harcourt and my experience I had there. I've come to realize that experiences are nice. They are special. They are unique memories to you. And talking about them makes you not forget, makes you revere in those moments, and help somebody else who would be going to such places so that they don't get so surprised. Like I said in my previous videos, I really love Nigeria. I like the people, the food, everything about Nigeria. But my Port Harcourt experience is a very peculiar one. Now, this is an experience I had. I didn't choose this. And it's a very interesting, full of suspense and scary, because I almost lost my life in Port Harcourt. Now, this is the story. So, it's a beautiful Monday morning. I was in Nigeria from Ghana on Sunday. Monday morning, we flew from Lagos to Port Harcourt. And so I was excited to go into a different town of Nigeria. And I previously had been told that it was the oil point in Nigeria. There's a lot of activity of oil. And one of my colleagues, he used to work with a company that also had its quarters in Port Harcourt as well. So I'm very familiar with Port Harcourt in a way, but not personally. And I was so excited when I got to Port Harcourt because I saw Air France getting ready to fly to Europe from Port Harcourt. I was excited because apart from Kotoka International Airport in Ghana, you don't see international flight yet in any part of the country. So I was really excited that a country like Nigeria has a lot of their airports doing international flights. This is development, this is excitement, right? So we see a lot of people trying to get ready for Air France, you know, trying to fly back to wherever they're going, and then we arrive. So we get down from the plane, airpiece, and then we go to meet our driver. Now, this is the interesting part. The body language of my colleague that I was with was different. Unlike any other place we've been, he was very careful, he was cautious, and I didn't get the message. What he was doing was a developed intuition he has over the years coming to Port Harcourt or being a Nigerian. But I was new to all this and excited, and I had not been briefed, so I didn't really know why he was doing this. So we get down, we go into our driver, who is now supposed to be our bodyguard. As soon as we sit in the car, my colleague tells me that whenever he comes to Port Harcourt, he likes to use, or he prefers to use a certain kind of people, you know, who are natives. He likes to use people who are natives. And I was like, He tells me that Port Harcourt is a kind of hot place, so you need people who know the vicinity very well so that you don't get yourself involved in funny things and dangerous things. So I was confused because things were not still clear. And then it hits me. As soon as we entered Port Harcourt, there were a lot of vehicles and soldier post points with guns visible. You know, I was telling my colleagues and my friends that if you've not been to a place where guns are very visible, coming from a place like Ghana where you don't really see guns, except very few places like passing in front of a police barrier or stuff like that, you get a shock. You get a culture shock, like it hits you like boom, like as if you're in a war zone. The visibility of guns is everywhere in Port Harcourt, and I was scared because I've not been anywhere in the world yet that had guns showing like that. So I was really scared, and now I began to understand some of the things my colleague was saying, where he was having his fears from, and I got scared. That was the first shock, and so it hits me, boom. Okay, that is gone, all right. that is fine. I mean, it's normal. Every place and why they have certain things, maybe because to protect the people, right? Okay, good. So we go to the company we are going to visit. A number of companies. I'm not going to mention the name. I don't think it's fair. We enter the company. There is a post, a military post with military guys and guns. I'm like, no, what is really happening around here? Is there kind of unrest? And I was told, no, there's no unrest. But there must be a level of protection. And I think you understand the things well as I go on with my story. So we go to the place, and then we meet the military people who are the first checkpoint to process us. We enter, we go to a place where we write our names and stuff. They call somebody somewhere and to make sure we are allowed to enter. It's fair, it's security, it's okay. I mean, I'm fine. Then we are cleared to go. As we kept going, I saw a crazy thing. There were watch towers. You know watch towers? You know when you're watching those old time movies where they have a watch tower mounted up with somebody with a gun, a sniper, or a light, like even the prisons. We had a watch tower with personnel staying inside. It shocked me. Gosh, what is happening in Port Harcourt? And they had guns ready to shoot, I think. I don't know. And we go through a first barrier of checks, second barrier of checks in the company, a third barrier of checks. So when we went inside, the company was full of Indians. So I'm speaking with the guys and I'm like, I saw a lot of checks. Why is so? And they're talking about how they kidnap them and how they're unsafe. And so this is how they live to protect them. So they live in the walls with their families. And so just so they are safe, they have these measures and even vet the people who work for them to make sure that they are safe. And every company we visited had Indians in Port Harcourt. You know, this is where I was confused. I mean, you're in a country where, or a place where you think you're unsafe, but you are there. This shows how powerful Nigeria is that I keep saying. The guys cannot do without Nigeria. They have to be there. And so, anyway, this is not why I'm here to talk about. So, the guys are there for their protection. They are scared that they will be kidnapped, they will be shot, they will be killed, they will be robbed. So they have all these levels of security. And so now imagine me seeing people armed with guns all throughout, somewhere even in their muftis. And now I enter into a company with so much security. So now already my Ghanaian innocent mind has been corrupted with a lot of things in my head. As of now, I'm thinking that, oh my God, am I gonna leave here safely? And it was funny because as long as I was thinking that, I didn't know I was preparing for what was about to happen. Okay, so we finished all our transactions where we keep seeing these many checks and these many security points, and then we are done. We want to go back. So we go into a car, and then there was a car in front of us, okay, which is a white man with police with guns all over in the car, from the front to the back. There are police people with guns. And I asked my colleague, and he says that this is the only way the person is safe to travel through Port Harcourt. So you have to have some level of security to go through the city without being attacked. So okay, I see this and I'm becoming more uncomfortable. I want to leave Port Harcourt now. All right, we are going, and this car ahead of us, and we behind him, and all of a sudden there is a lot of noise. So this car goes just ahead, we are behind, and the car crosses our path. Now there's a lot of military, I don't know if it's military or police, I don't know, their dress is different. They come and they are stopping the cars with guns. Everybody should move, and there's a car coming, not knowing that the car had fugitives inside. I don't know what they had done, but they were fugitives, and they were in the back of the car with handcuffs or the sword. Now all of a sudden, as they are coming, one of the guys jumps out of the car, and a very wise policeman or military person shoots in the air and begin to shoot on the ground. And this is in traffic. People, my heart was out of my chest, and I quickly caught my heart back, put it back in, and went ducked in the car, because I don't know what was about to happen to me. Am I going to see tomorrow? Am I going to see my wife? Am I going to see my family? Father, please take me back to Ghana, I prayed. What was I going to do? And to shock me, when the guns were fired, the windscreen of our car was hit by a bullet. And just imagine, how sure was I that if it just shifted briefly, it would not have hit me in the car? How sure are we that I was not going to try to run away from the situation and get hit? And this gave me a serious shock. So Port Harcourt is a really hot place. I think that there's a history to it because of the oil, because the people are unhappy, and all those political things when I'm not interested or ready to go in. But Port Harcourt is a hot place, so I just want to share this experience that, in as much as I loved, one of my favorite meals I had in Nigeria was from Port Harcourt. Ever till today is the only meal that I remember in my head. That is a fisherman soup. I had this in Port Harcourt. It was the best soup I've had, and I always desired to have it. But apart from the food, my experience was shocking. And at the end of the day, I needed the soup because it calmed me down. And it made me like, phew, that was close. But thank God you are alive. So this is it. I hope you like it. Just drop me a comment and share it with people. And let's keep the discussion going. Bye. Bye.